Welcome to Frederick at its best. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner. Joining me today are some very special guests. We are gathered to congratulate and recognize the student InvenTeam from the Career and Technology Center. They were recently notified that they were one of only 15 grant recipients nationwide in the 2017-2018 Lemelson MIT InvenTeam Grant Program. I think that's a pretty amazing accomplishment. Before I introduce the team and their advisor to talk about their award-winning project, I want to share a little bit about the Lemelson MIT InvenTeam Grant Program. The program offers the opportunity for high school students to gain experience inventing technological solutions to real-world problems that improve the well-being of a community or any place around the globe. The projects are student-led and are intended to be non-competitive. Each team chooses its own problem to solve, making this science, technology, engineering, and math or STEM-focused project relevant and fun. Invent teams are encouraged to work with businesses, academia, nonprofit organizations, and government institutions to gain access to professional knowledge and resources to enrich their experiences and to assist with their projects. This is the second time we've had an Invent team from CTC visit the county government. In 2015, the 2015 team was one of only 35 teams nationwide that was recognized as national finalists in the 2015 Lemelson MIT Invent Teams program. Their invention was for a new handle and frame mechanism for the Hippo water roller to help people who still haul their drinking water. That team was not selected as a grant recipient that year, but their project did gain some notoriety and in part led to the success of this year's team. So we'd like to share a short video clip that explains the genesis of this year's project.
I was working for the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland, and I moved to Frederick about 3 years ago. I used to live in Ethiopia while I was working for the UN, and I found there was a great need because of issues of development. And I helped fund and support a school for about 16 years, and providing them with food, building school and classrooms for them, and then eventually we wanted to be able to provide sustainable development for them. And the only way to do that is through water.
The Melka Oba School in Ethiopia has a water problem. The charity raised the money and drilled a well to solve that problem. Unfortunately, they tapped into a hot spring that has a number of condition problems that make the water undrinkable. Based on the project that my students did in the Lemelson program 3 years ago, the charity approached us to ask if we would address this challenge. What my students have done is come up with an invention around a distillation solution to make that water drinkable for the children in the school.
The team is looking at 3 or 4 different possibilities of how to solve the water problem. We realized that we wouldn't be able to solve it in one fell swoop with just one project, because eventually we hope that this water will reach about 5,000 to 7,000 people in the larger community. So first we're starting with the first step of the school, trying to help the school have access to water, and then trying to help the larger community.
Now, the team advisor is a pretty awesome guy. In fact, earlier this year in the spring, he was awarded the Charles E. Tressler Distinguished Teacher Award from Hood College. Now, he has a reputation for being totally dedicated to his students, and at the CTC Open House last week, I was advised that you actually work 24/7 to support your students. So Mr. Phil Arnold teaches the Engineering and Architectural Computer-Aided Design, or CAD program at the Career and Technology Center. Mr. Arnold will talk a little bit about how the 2017-2018 Invent Team project came to be and introduce some of the team members to share some information about the project. So I'll turn it over to you. You can use the microphone or come over.
Head over there. The truth is, I'm not going to talk very much about the project because it's not my project. This belongs to the students. It was their idea, and it has been their hard work. What I would like to say is that the Lemelson MIT InvenTeam's program elevates education by bringing invention into the classroom. Any high school team in the country can apply for the Lemelson MIT InvenTeam program. In the first year of the program, the students only submit a proposal. From those submissions, 35 teams across the country are named as national finalists. And these students were named national finalists last spring. All 35 national finalists then have the summer to fully develop the design of their invention. By creating an invention, you engage your mind. By having to build a working prototype, you engage your hands. And by selecting a project that has social merit, you engage your heart. They have done all of that, so I would like them to tell you about their project. Andrew.
Thank you. My name is Andrew Dodone, and I'll be talking a little bit about how we got started and where the project came from. So we were first talked to by Joe Butler, who saw our water roller project. She talked a little bit to us about the school that she was revolving it around. She said that they have a water problem with the water coming from the borehole. She asked us if we could help her fix this problem. So we decided that we really needed to do this project because it wasn't another project just for school. It was something that would save lives. It was something that would impact, hopefully, the whole world one day. It started out with a team of 8 of us. We worked the whole school year last year. We've been working on this project about a year. We were very excited when we won at the end of the school year the Excite Award. This allowed us to continue our work and propose again at the end of the summer, the rest of what we came up with. Over the summer, we spent countless hours in the CAD lab working on everything, coming up with a brand new proposal. The whole system completely changed, so it was like starting over again. We put in this proposal at the end of the summer, and we became an InvenTeam. An InvenTeam is a grant recipient from the Lemelson MIT program. This is extremely exciting. We'll receive money to fund our project so that one day we can actually bring it to Ethiopia. At the end of this school year in June, we'll have a fully working prototype, and we'll bring it to MIT to present. Now I'm going to introduce Lake Martin, our Director of Design, to talk a little bit further into the actual project.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for coming and allowing us to speak on our project today. I'll be just giving you a brief overview of the more technical details as far as the problems and our solution. The water not only is contaminated with hydrogen sulfide and sodium fluoride, but it's also near boiling, which actually led us to the introduction of distillation as a valid method of remediation. How it'll start is we'll utilize a rocket stove to heat the water and bring it to a boiling. Above the rocket stove, we have the boiler, which will be connected to a radiating system. That'll utilize cooled rainwater in order to condense it back from a vapor state into a liquid state. And then it'll flow into the collection cistern, which will be coated with titanium dioxide and graphene to prevent bacterial growth. This project has really meant a lot to all of us on the team. As Andrew was saying, it's not just another school project. It's not a hypothetical problem. This is something that's really affecting people in that community, and it means a lot to them. Right now, we're in the development stages of our project, and the grant from MIT will help us a lot, or the Lemelson MIT program will help us a lot with developing our invention. But we are still actively looking for sponsors and donations so that we may go to MIT and present our project. Again, I'd like to thank you all very much for giving us your time and this opportunity. Thank you.
I would like all the students to, who participate and are part of the team, to introduce themselves and to add whatever they want to add. So if you want to pass the microphone to the person beside you.
My name is John Sod, and I am in the cistern testing team.
I'm Grace Neff. I am supervising all incoming sponsorships and donations.
I am Caroline Schreider, and I'm the understudy financial manager.
I am Charlie Giglio, and I am one of the co-leaders on the cistern fabrication team.
I am Duncan Rozak, and I am a co-team manager on the cistern fabrication team.
I'm August Schrader, and I helped out with mathematics and documentation on the team.
Hello, I'm Darian Hale. I'm managing web development, and in the future I'll be doing rocket stove testing.
Hi, I'm Jacob Ramsey, and I'm the communications manager, and I run our website, Twitter, and our GoFundMe page.
I could use that kind of help. Let's have the students introduce themselves next. Finish.
My name is Trevor Wheelock. I'm in the fabrication lead for the project, in charge of the rocket stove and boiler.
My name is Owen Packin, and I am on the team for boiler and rocket stove fabrication.
My name is Ryan Vu, and I am on the cistern testing team.
My name is Lee Nguyen, and I'm the lead test of the fog harvester and the condenser.
My name is Olivia Dart, and I'm the primary financial manager.
My name is Brian Wade, and I'm on the cistern fabrication team.
My name is Jackson Larimore, and I'm the first-year team manager.
Okay. Well, thank you all. What an impressive team of students. Joining us today is also Dr. Terry Albin, who is the superintendent of Frederick County Public Schools, and some other adults, and we'd like to give all of you an opportunity to speak today. So we'll start with you, Dr. Albin.
Thank you so much, County Executive Gardner, for recognizing our team. And Mr. Arnold, thank you for inspiring these students to do the kinds of amazing things that they do. It is truly one of my favorite parts in my role as superintendent is when we have the opportunity to honor our students and our staff. And this is a group of students who deserve to be honored and recognized. As you heard from their titles, they truly are a team. They're building on their strengths and how they can make a contribution to seeing this to fruition. They are giving a lot of their own time and energy, and when you hear that impressive description of the design, I will add that they have shared with me that there's been a lot of independent research, things that they've had to learn in order to really put this together. So all of the amazing things they're learning in computer-assisted design, but the things above and beyond that, they are empowered learners, learning what they need to make this work. This is truly what we want for 21st century public education. We want students who have a social conscience. We want students who are willing to get in there and grapple with problems. Students who know that most of the time, the first time, it doesn't work. So you try again and again and again, and you redesign as necessary. So they've learned that value. The other thing that we often hear about 21st century education is the need for creativity. That's what this project is all about. It's about innovating, coming up with new ideas. And so it is no wonder that I stand here today incredibly proud of these students, their teacher, their principal, and I am grateful that Frederick County Public School could have a part in giving you this kind of opportunity, because you're getting a lot of county recognition right now. You'll get statewide recognition. But when this project lands in Ethiopia, the spotlight internationally will be on Frederick County Public Schools and what these amazing students did to help other children across the globe. So thank you for letting me have the honor of being here with you today.
Okay, then we have Brad Young, who's the president of the Board of Education.
Thank you, Jen. I also want to add the board's thanks and congratulations, Mr. Arnold, for the incredible job that you do with your students. I know you like to let them take all the credit, but They certainly need a fearless leader, and you are that, as County Executive Gardner said. You work many, many more hours than what is required, and you do that because of the care and passion, as you said, that heart part. To the students, again, I can tell you, I've been a member of our Rotary Club in Frederick for 16, 17 years, and that club consists of many of the business leaders in our community. And I've seen few presentations that have had the impact and have impressed our members as much as when you students come present your project a couple years ago with the HIPAA roller, and then again this year with this project. So you should be commended for that, and again, congratulations. I do want to add on to Andrew's Lake's comments about the fundraising. If you're watching this team won a grant to continue their project. That grant does not pay for their trip to MIT, nor does it pay for eventually implementing this project in Ethiopia. We have up on the screen a GoFundMe page where you can go donate. We would like this entire team to be able to go up to Boston to present their project. We would also, I think it would be great for a couple of them to go to Ethiopia and actually implement this project, and we can't do that without fundraising. So please find it in your hearts to help these students out and get them to all be able to go up to MIT and present their project. Again, congratulations.
Can you pass the microphone to Mr. Concepcion, who's the principal?
Well, thank you. First of all, I just want to say thank you to all of the folks for taking the time to really recognize the hard work of these students and staff. I can attest to the amount of time that they spend in our building and also outside of our building working on the project, and it really rivals any sports teams practices or drama teams or music groups. So it's really nice to see that these students get recognized for their hard work. It's a wonderful thing that MIT has selected our students for this project, or one of 15 groups in the United States. And really the students that are standing up here with me today are really a microcosm of the hard work and dedicated students that we have in Frederick County Public Schools. So I am very, very proud of you.
Then Vice President of the County Council, MC Keegan-Air.
And I want to thank all of you for your ingenuity and your creativity and your selflessness to pick a project like this that will help other people around the world. Is really an incredible reflection on the school system and on your education, but it's also a reflection of who you are and the things that you find most valuable to you, and the fact that you would reach out to other kids who don't have decent drinking water is an incredible reflection on you as individuals and as growing adults who are coming up into the world and are going to make the world a better place. So on behalf of the County Council, I want to thank you all. I want to congratulate you. And I want to tell the folks out there in TV land, please fund these kids. They need to see this project all the way through to the end. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of the citizens of Frederick County, we are just so very proud of these outstanding students. Congratulations for being national grant recipients in the Lemelson MIT InvenTeam program. I would like to present at the end of this event a certificate of recognition to each of the members, and I'd like to read one of them. On behalf of the citizens of Frederick County, I congratulate the CAD engineering student team from the Career and Technology Center and their advisor, Mr. Philip Arnold, for being named one of only 15 grant award recipients nationwide in the 2017-2018 Lemelson MIT InvenTeams program. The Lemelson MIT InvenTeams program allows high school students to gain experience inventing technological solutions to solve real-world problems to improve the community. Projects are led by students and involve researching intellectual property, exchanging ideas, designing parts, building models, and making modifications as they develop their invention prototype and enhance their STEM skills. The grant will enable the Frederick County Invest team to begin developing a working prototype for a sustainable water remediation system to treat contaminated well water at the Melka Olba School in Ethiopia. In collaboration with the Ethiopian Children's Appeal Charity founder Jo Elizabeth Butler, the team will develop and deploy their invention at the Eureka Fest at the Massachusetts Institute of Technologies, or MIT, in Cambridge, Massachusetts in June of 2018. I commend the Frederick County Invention Team for their academic efforts and their hands-on approach to this real-world engineering problem, and wish the team great success as they work on the next phases of their project. So we're very proud to have you all here today. Others have already mentioned that the team is looking for support from the community to be able to travel to Cambridge, Massachusetts to present their project at Eureka Fest. We'd certainly like to be able to support that since the grant really only provided seed money for the project. The team is trying to raise $15,000 through their GoFundMe page. The team also has a web page to share their work online, which is frederickInventTeam.com. These students truly represent the best of Frederick County. They are definitely part of our community and our nation's bright future. We're extremely proud to have these students representing Frederick County and Frederick County Public Schools. They have the exact entrepreneurial spirit that will make them excel in their future endeavors as business leaders and future philanthropists. We wish them luck as they complete their project to help students and the community at the Melka Olba School in Ethiopia. Frederick County is once again leading the way with innovation and big ideas. These students are certainly part of our bright future. Thank you for joining us.